on good days, summer days like today, I'm out running.
Let's say on average, a 4-job day will get you roughly around how much?
Around $2,000.
$2,000, 4-job day, and a year and a half of complete focus.
Focus and hard work, dedication.
Year and a half.
God will open doors for you.
Let's get it. Episode 17. We're back. Black is the new rich. We've done a lot of episodes on like digital marketing, different industries, but you know, a lot of people forget about the trades work because I've done a little bit of my research and I'm seeing, oh, this trade's making $500 a day or this trade's making $1,000 a day. So I had to get the trade expert in the building to talk about trades because we all need it. But I don't want to take your shine. Introduce yourself.
I appreciate it, brother. My name is Lawrence Webster. I'm the owner of Webster Express Cleaning. We operate a handyman service, pressure washing, carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, painting, various services to maintain your home and your commercial space.
So you do it all in the home. So you mentioned power washing, painting. What else?
Carpet cleaning.
Carpet cleaning. That's a big one.
That's a big one. People don't know how to manage their
carpet. We're going to get into that.
We'll know.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
And what was the other one again? Carpet cleaning
and upholstery.
Yes. And what's upholstery?
Upholstery is essentially your furniture.
Yeah.
And the material that's around your furniture. So like any kind of fabric, whether it's suede, wool, cotton, polyester, all those things need to be cleaned on the outside.
Okay, dope. So over the last year, I've seen your business take off. And I just want to let you know, like, honestly, it's inspiring to see, and I really respect it, and that's why I had to get you on the podcast.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate that. That's big. That means a lot.
So let's take it back for a little bit. Like before the cleaning business, like what was the lead up? Let's take it back maybe like 5 years or so.
Yeah. Okay. 5 years or so. 5 years ago, I was in the service industry.
Yeah.
I was bartending. To be honest with you, it was dead end. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was just there on a shift, like making money, going home, spending it, going back, making money. It was like very vicious cycle. We hit the pandemic, and prior to that, I got into a car accident.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So basically, I was a passenger in an Uber on the highway, and we got rear-ended by a tow truck.
Oh god.
So my back was
a tow truck.
Yeah. I got hit by a truck, literally.
Yeah.
And so my back was out of commission for a year, and I was just trying to recover, and I was going through some really tough times, like credit cards maxed out.
Jeez.
It was like, student loans, there was nothing I could do. Rent, I had my rent up. I was like $1,400 a month that I had to just
scrape up
every month just to try and make it work. And it was a struggle. So then, the background to all of the trades work is my father growing up. My father's never had a job. Never. I've never seen my dad work for another man in my life. My dad has always worked for himself.
Yeah.
And so he approached me, he's a little older in age, but he approached me and he said, you know what? This is the opportunity. You're a man now. Your brothers are here. We're all of age. I can still help you. Let's start this business.
Dope. Yeah.
And I started with that. I started doing a little admin and just getting myself acquainted with the business until the point my back got healed. And I was just hands-on with it. I started getting deeper and deeper into it to the point where I was like, wow, like I actually love this.
Yeah.
Like, this is great. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I'm getting financially stable.
Yeah.
And like, it was fun to watch it build.
It's taking off.
It's fun to watch it build. It's like my favorite part about it. It's not about the money. It's like watching your business, like your baby is growing up.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
Wow, bro, that's amazing. So what was like the hardest transition from the service industry to being an entrepreneur? Because you're not getting that check every 2 weeks now.
Not getting the check, not getting any money. Like, it was difficult because you never know where your check is going to come from when you're in entrepreneurialism.
100%.
It's challenging. You have to kind of like understand your budget a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to live a little frugal to start. You have to be able to push yourself forward. You got to have side hustles, different things that are going to propel you forward to get you to your foundational goal. You haven't reached.
What were your side hustles while you were building this?
Yeah, while I was building it, I would do like private events bartending. So that would grant me a little flexibility instead of being at a restaurant or a club,
True.
you know, consistently.
True.
I also did like Uber Eats.
Okay.
I had like over 5,000 trips on Uber Eats. Like I was like running it. You know what I mean? Like just trying to like make sure that things were progressing the way that they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So those were some of my side hustles.
Okay. Dope. So now we're here. We're at the cleaning business. It's on a level right now.
It's up. It's up right now.
It's up right now. I'm seeing it. And let's talk about like the power washing, right?
Yeah.
Like what is the initial budget that you had to start power washing?
Oh man, honestly, the initial budget, and this was like when the pandemic was really hitting, I was like, I have to spend like this $1,200 to get this
on the machine.
Yeah. And just the accessories that you needed to get started, to start just like moving your business forward. But you know, there obviously as you go along, there are going to be tools and accessories that you need to, you know, accompany that with. Yeah. But the initial startup was $1,200. $1,200,
and that's for the machine to get you going.
Like, and then so that comes with like oil, your pieces, you know, your seals, different things that you need to like operate this machine.
Okay, dope. So you're at $1,200 for initial setup. How long would you say that would take to make your money back on that initial setup?
A day. I would say that would take a day. If you have enough leads, let's say you have 2 to 3 leads, you can make that money back in a day.
So your initial setup, let's just clarify this. $1,200, depending on how you're marketing yourself, your leads, you can make that back in a day.
In a single day, you can make that money back.
That's crazy. So let's get into that, Lo. So for the person that's just starting their power washing experience, right? Should they, when they're advertising themselves, are they going to friends and family first? Or are they just going to social media? What did you do?
Initially, yes, I started reaching out to friends, reaching out to family, talking to them about my service and seeing if there were ways that I can help, so I can display what I can do, you know. And I think today we're in an age where social media allows you to be seen by a lot of people.
100%.
Right. It's better than word of mouth these days. It's surpassed it by far. And once you get that content together, or any kind of proof that you can do what you do, you can push that forward, and it's only going to grow from there. Yeah.
Okay, dope. So $1,200, make that back in a day, and use your initial network to get going.
Because somebody in your circle needs work. Somebody needs help, and they're not financially stable enough to do it. Everything is up right now. We can't even walk outside and not spend $100. You know, for you to bring somebody value like that. For free, or even just for something discounted, just so that you can get yourself started. It's the initial investment. You will benefit highly from that. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. And so what are we looking at for like monthly expenses?
Yeah. Monthly expenses. So for one, when you're running a pressure wash, it's an engine. Just like a car, it's an engine. So you have to change your oil. You have to change your oil. You have to put the right gas in it. You can't put regular gas in it.
Well, what type of gas? Like where do you get this gas? Like
you get it at a gas station. Any gas station.
Like diesel or?
No, it's the premium gas.
Like the 94?
The 93, 94. High. But mind you, for you to fill up your tank and have like, let's say a jerry can beside you to complete a couple jobs, that's going to cost you like $15 worth of premium gas.
So $15 can give you a
day's worth of work.
$15 can make you $500 a day. Easy
peasy. No questions asked. No questions asked. That, and then depending on the job that you have, you're going to require solutions and detergents that are going to help break down organic material or dirt. And then you go ahead.
How much are those detergents costing?
$10 a bottle. You can go through like 3-4 houses with that. It's nothing. It's really like a very minimal overhead cost.
And these are the things that the everyday person doesn't want to take care of because they have their family, they have their job, and this is where you come in and say, hey, don't worry, I got it.
There's a number of factors, like people don't want to spend that $1,200 investment to do a job one time and then park that in their garage to take up space.
True. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense for the average person.
Because then they're going to have to spend that $1,200 or whatever for a power washer and all that stuff.
And it's going to go to waste.
And that's going to collect dust.
It's going to collect dust. And ultimately, like for a normal person, that's a bad investment.
So this is where you come in.
This is where I come in. I'm offering you a service.
Yeah.
And I'm removing all of those things from you and giving you a great job because I've done this before. I have the experience to do it.
Yeah, makes sense. So when does someone know that they need a power washing job?
When does somebody
And
know?
what is exactly, like, is it like the driveway, their houses, like?
There's a multitude of different surfaces that you can clean
With the power wash.
with the power washer.
Okay, so let's go through them a little bit. There's,
So you can do houses like brick and siding.
yeah,
You can clean wood.
yeah,
You can clean stones, interlock,
yeah.
asphalt, all of these things. Like these are all hard exterior surfaces that require high PSI,
Yeah.
pounds per square inch.
Pressure washing stuff.
Pressure washing water. Yes.
Yeah.
High pressure water.
Yeah. So how does like the average person know, like, hey, let me call Lawrence and get this service? Like, what are things to look for the average person?
What are things to look for? I just want to understand your question.
So for example, like if I don't really know, if I don't know when I need a power washing,
when you need servicing,
when I need servicing,
yes.
What am I looking for in my yard, my house, whatever?
When you're looking at your property or whatever you need to maintain, you're looking at the quality of whatever the material is.
Okay.
If your driveway is looking dry and ashy like Kevin Durant's ankles,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
Yeah.
If your wood is looking like shriveled up, like it's dead skin.
And everyone knows what that looks like.
Everyone knows what that looks like. Your fence is gray. Your deck is gray.
Yeah. Your
brick is dirty. It has moss and green mold on it.
Yeah.
That is not okay. That's something you need to maintain because that's your property value. That's where you hold. That is where you hold your value. Your property value needs to be up.
Yeah. So they need to be keeping on top of that.
You need to keep on top of it.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, because one, it affects you and it also affects the people around you, your neighbors. When your property looks like garbage, their property looks like garbage because that's the neighborhood they live in. You're bringing down the whole property value because you're not maintaining your house.
Yeah. So as they need to bring up their property value, they need you.
They need me. They need you. It's an essential service.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There were so many restrictions, right? You had to be at a job. If you were at a job, you had to be there by yourself or not around a bunch of people. You couldn't be in indoor spaces. It was just a lot of restrictions. They didn't even want people driving around.
Yeah.
Right? They wanted you to stay home.
Yeah.
With pressure washing, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can be outside by yourself.
So
it was pandemic proof.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's pandemic proof.
Pandemic proof. During that time, I was making money while everybody was at home. And nobody else. And because everybody was so aware of the fact that their house was deteriorating during that time.
That's when the calls came.
That's when the calls started rolling. Like, I need this. I need this. I need this. The awareness grew high.
Wow, dope. So I've got the chance to see you work in a day, right? Because we're doing some work, some marketing work. And one thing I noticed is your customer service is A1. Talk to me about that. How important is it?
You know what? I give that a lot. Like, that's one of the things from the service industry that I like. That transitioned very well.
Yeah.
I was able to I talk to my customers on a very casual, relaxed level. People trust you. You know what I mean? People, you gain that trust. You talk to them and you say, listen, like, I'm doing this in your better interest. It's not about the money. I want to give you a good job. And people respond to that. Something that's a problem that I find in terms of trades work coupled with entrepreneurialism is that people don't have personalities.
That's a big one too.
When you're personable and you can talk to somebody and put it into a way for them to understand, they appreciate that much more than even the job that you're doing. They want to know what's going on. And then as long as they know what's going on, they're feeling better about it. Mind you, you got to do a good job. Do a good job. Number one, right? But outside of that, like, just connecting with people, it goes miles. Takes you miles ahead.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you want to obviously make sure the value that they're getting is good.
Yes.
And then the personality is matching the value.
Yeah.
And that will take off.
It'll take off just from that. You'll set yourself apart immediately.
Jeez. So how many jobs are you roughly doing a day right now? Yeah. And like, what's the scale on that right now?
The scale on that. So
and how long did it take to get there?
How long did it take to get there? So people will listen to this and they'll be like, really? And I'll be like, yeah, for real. Honestly, it took like a year and a half.
A year and a half. And how many jobs?
And how many jobs a day? It'll like, I can run like 3 to 4 jobs a day.
3 to 4 jobs a day.
All weather predicated.
Yeah.
But that being said, like on good days, summer days, days like today,
yeah,
I'm out running.
Yeah.
I'm out making money. I'm out making my funds.
And let's say on average, a 4-job day will get you roughly around how much?
Around $2,000.
$2,000, 4-job day,
2
and
bands.
a year and a half of complete focus.
Focus and hard work, dedication. You need it. You need it.
Year and a half.
God will open doors for you.
Jeez. Wow. So, sorry, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Before the initial start, right? I know you talked about your dad being an entrepreneur. He was like, come on. But for you personally, did you start off with the business plan, or did you say, hey, let me get some skin in the game and then make the plan after? Yeah.
You know what? The idealistic way is to make your business plan first.
Okay.
That was not my initial, the way I conducted that.
Okay.
Initially, it was just like, okay, yeah, skin in the game. And then we're going to decide what we're doing after, you know what I mean? But I would suggest that anybody that's planning on starting your business and doing something on a larger scale, start your business plan first.
Okay.
It's going to benefit you in the long run, and you don't have to keep tying your shoes on the way to the end of the race. You know what I mean?
You just want to take care of that stuff first.
Just get it out. Just get it out of the way, and then you can just work on operating.
Okay.
Focus on operating because you have your plans set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Let's talk about residential and commercial.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing right now, and where do you want to lead to when it comes to those spaces? Like, do you like the residential stuff? Do you want to move on to the commercial stuff only? How's it working?
You know what? I really enjoy working residentially because, like we talked about earlier, making the connection.
True.
It's important.
And you're in people's home.
I'm in people's home. I'm a people person. I'm a conversationalist. I like to talk to people, get to know you. Yeah. What do you do? Okay, that's interesting, right? But mind you, the commercial spaces, they garner a larger ticket.
Oh, so the pricing
is substantially more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it a risk factor too? Like, how does the pricing work?
Because commercially, those spaces tend to be larger than residences. And then secondly, you have to take into account that business is going to be writing off this maintenance.
Oh yeah, true. So you can jack that price up.
That price got to go up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to do all of this.
Yeah.
And you're going to write this off.
Yeah.
It's not like a tick for tack thing, but it's like okay, I have to make money on this situation.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So how do you get into the commercial space? Have you done commercial spaces yet?
I've done commercial spaces. Yes.
How does one get into that space? Like, do they just cold call people, or is it like building your relationship, like how you're doing with your network, and like, hey, right, I have this?
You know what? It's a combination.
Okay.
It's a combination of two. There's always that saying, it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Right. Yeah. But mind you, you can cold call people. That's completely fine. Yeah. It's so fine. I initially, I had my own ego at stake there. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to cold call people. I was like, nah, I'm going to look stupid. This is not going to make sense. Mm-hmm. Now there's no shame in it. You cold call people. Listen, this is a service that you need. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't need to sell them on it. You have to convince them that they need that. And it's going to be evident. Okay. It's not something that you even have to push. Okay. Interesting. So I'm guessing when you're doing all these jobs, you're doing a lot of educating people too, right? Teaching is just a great little hobby of mine. Yeah. I love teaching people. Yeah. Yeah. Because because I got to see behind the scenes, and I was seeing you doing cleaning the carpets, right? And I was super shocked how dirty people's carpets can get, but on the outside looking in, I'm like, I'm not thinking that carpet holds that type of dirt. Right. Like talk about that. Like, common knowledge, it only spans so far. Mm-hmm. And I find the fact that we have all the knowledge in our hands and in our pockets. Yeah. the common knowledge is even decreased more because you don't have to maintain.
Overload.
Yeah, it's information overload. You don't have to maintain all that information because it's at your disposal.
Yeah.
And I find when I talk to people about cleanliness, hygiene,
yes,
the quality of life in your home, people usually don't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
And you have to educate them on those kinds of things because
their kids are rolling around.
All these things, like, they don't even realize they have serious allergies until you go in and you clean it, and then they come out and they're like, wow, I can actually breathe. Wow. Like, I didn't really think that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to educate people on your trade and what you're doing because that's how you sell your value.
Okay. Dope. Yeah. So, just quickly about like the carpet cleaning, how often should people get their carpets cleaned, let's say on a yearly basis?
Yes. It's all dependent on how much traffic your carpet has. But I would say the recommendation is annually clean it one time.
One time a year?
One time a year.
Per carpet?
Clean per carpet.
Okay.
Right? Like if you have a home, clean that out annually. If you have multiple like rugs and what have you, like if it's in your living space, you might have to do that twice a year. You know what I mean? It depends on the traffic that you're garnering in that room.
Okay, dope, bro. So you've been in the game for a year and a half. Some days like you're hitting the 2K marks, 4 jobs, killing it. What are some challenges that you're facing right now?
Yes.
To get to the next step?
The next step. It's again, old saying, like, it's hard to find good help. You know what I mean? It can be challenging.
To scale your business
to
now.
Scale it up, sometimes people are not always going to see your vision. Everybody has sight, not everybody has vision.
Ooh, bars.
Not everybody has vision, and bringing people in the fold and encouraging them and showing them, look, there's value in here for you. You're not just coming in here to do a job. You're coming in here to build for yourself, to grow. You have a position in this business that you can grow, and you can help scale it, and you can be a part of something greater than just every 2 weeks I'm getting paid. Every 2 weeks I'm getting paid. Falling in that same.
So you're looking for like the family type of organization to build.
It is a family, and I talk about it, and I call my business is a family business. I care about what's going on in your life. I want to know what's going on. I want to know like how I can help and how we can make things work and make it more efficient at work. Right? It's important. If I just look at you like a number. It's sterile. It's a transaction. It's sterile. It's like, why would anybody want to come do that? What sets me apart from working a job? There's no differentiation.
Okay, dope. So I'm guessing your next steps will be hiring people, right?
I have part-time workers currently.
Okay.
I have a set of guys, like 5 guys that I can call upon.
Okay, that's dope.
Regionally. That I try and like keep in the fold and, try and cater to whatever they need.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm looking to expand full-time employees.
Yeah.
At least like 10 by the end of next year.
Yeah.
At least 10 full-time. I want to employ 10 full-time
That's
employees.
big. That's big. So for future equipment and stuff, like some cleaning businesses I see, like they have the big trucks and all that. Are you like, how long does it take to get there?
It doesn't take long at all.
Yeah.
It really doesn't take long at all, but it all depends on your facilities. Like what do you have that will allow you to store these things?
Okay.
What is your infrastructure look like in your business, right? Storage is a big factor in
like house storage, or like you have to get like storage units, or even work trucks, or you have to be creative, right? That's like the name of the game, creativity. There's no one shoe size fits all. It's like whatever works for your situation, and that you can make it work and make it efficient and make it financially makes sense,
worthwhile.
Yeah.
You got to make it work like that. Right. So to get to the next level, to answer your question, to get these heavy machinery equipment, like it really will, it'll cost you like a month. It'll take you a month to like do that.
What am I doing in my life?
You're bringing the wealth of knowledge to people. That's what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. That's crazy. So let's talk about like the winter months, because that's what I'm thinking about right now. Like you can't do the power washing in the winter. Like,
no.
So what are you doing in the winter? How are you pivoting your business? What's going on there?
Right. So in terms of my winter business, this is something I'm implementing this year.
Okay.
Which I already have contracts lined up, and I already have money down on machinery, but I'm going to be doing snow removal.
Okay.
Yeah. I already have about several houses that are ready to go for next season, especially with that snowfall that we just had.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have very many, but those two that were like they're deadly.
Yeah.
They like had people at home like, nope, just not clocking in today. Like, you know, people are the mindset changes after that. Now this is something I need.
Okay.
Because
makes sense.
Anything you just don't want to be caught without it.
Yeah.
You always got to keep that thing on you. Right? You always got to keep that.
Facts. Okay, so winter months we're going to snow removal.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And how do you construct contracts towards that business? Is it like a door-to-door thing? Is like how are you getting your clients, and are they locking in for a year? How does that work?
Yes. So it is a contract that you call it annual, but it's not annual. It's basically
seasonal.
It is seasonal, but I'm saying like it's a set of months that will be like from the end of fall into early spring, because in Canada here we get random snowfalls in April and what have you. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to break it up into that. And then after, basically you talk to your client, you tell them, listen, like it's going to be this amount of money for the year. Okay. I'm covering that. I make sure, you know, you have salt on the property.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that it's cleared every snowfall.
Yeah.
It can be a little demanding, but mind you, like it's very profitable. House to house, or even commercial spaces again, like.
And you're working to, like, let's say we have a soft winter where snowfall is not that crazy.
You didn't need to earn your money.
Yeah.
You didn't need to earn your money.
So you're taking a little gamble.
It's a gamble every year.
Every year
it's a gamble. Sometimes you're going to earn it. Sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah, exactly. Facts.
Like people might look at that and be like, wow, that's hard. Like, you know, what if we get hit? Like that's life.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're going to have to work for it. Sometimes it's going to come easy to you.
Okay, dope, bro. So the person just starting their let's say cleaning service business, right? If you can help, let's say Jermaine over here with some advice, what would you give him? Yeah,
couple tidbits I'd say. We're in a time right now where there's so much opportunity to get leads. There are a number of different apps that you can get on that they need servicemen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can increase your lead flow very quickly.
Oh, so there's apps where you can be like, hey, I'm this, and
plug that in and you'll be able to generate leads like that.
Well, let's talk about that.
I don't want. I'll talk about it. We can talk about it, but I don't want to advertise for these guys, right?
Okay,
like, that's not.
Okay.
What this is. Maybe when it's paid.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But there are apps out there.
There are apps out there that connect servicemen with clients.
Okay.
And like I said, you can generate leads like that. So just off of that alone,
you can be good.
You can start making an income.
Okay.
After that, it's important. Appearance is everything. How do you present yourself to your client? Because you are selling yourself. You're not selling your service. They want to know that you're a credible person, that you're going to come do the job, and it's going to be a good job. So appearance is important. You know what I mean?
Punctuality too?
These are things you can control. This is the next one. You have to be punctual. Effort. Just, you know, like showing concern. These are all things you can control. You know what I mean? The other stuff, like you just gotta let that to the wind, right? If you can control those things, being on time, showing that you care, putting in effort, putting in the work, people are gonna appreciate that by itself. Alone.
Okay, dope, bro. So anyone that's listening to this, you're looking to get in the cleaning service business, please take in these tidbits, because honestly, it's like we were talking off camera that like there's work for everybody. Yeah, there's work for everybody. Like even you giving all this information, it's not going to hurt them and it's not going to hurt you. I'm going to give some information right now. Get in your bag. Let's go. I'm going to give some information right now. Here in Canada, your average tradesman is 50 years old. Oh, so they need new blood. We need people to do trades, to do maintenance. The government is giving you
free options to get certified, red sealed, apprenticeships, all these things. You can get paid to learn.
Wow, because in demand and
it's in demand.
Yeah,
we're in a time right now. This is like public knowledge. This is not just me spitting facts. You can go look on the Government of Canada's website, and it's basically the next 10 years we're in a deficit of tradesmen. We're in a strong deficit of tradesmen. So me giving out this information, nobody's gonna take my money because there's so much money to be spread around. They're looking for young people to come and take advantage of this pool that is not undersaturated. Yeah. Like,
well, when it's undersaturated, right? Does that mean the prices actually can go up too?
When the demand is high,
yes,
and the supply is low, your value is raised.
Okay.
So if you're the only fish in the ocean,
you're making your price.
You're making your
Where
price.
Are you going? You're not going anywhere.
You're not gonna call somebody to do it cheaper. And if you call them to do it cheaper and they do a bad job, you're gonna call me later and I'm still gonna
have to fix that. And then you have to charge more.
And then I gotta charge more on it, right? Like, and that's just how it is. Like, our time is valuable. Like, on a weekly basis, I'm taking several calls. My phone is lit up like a Christmas tree. My phone does not stop ringing because there's people that just need work every day and they're not capable.
Okay. Wow. So because I'm not I'm not a handyman. So what are the type of trades that people could be looking at? There's electricians. Well, like, can you list some of them?
Yeah. So we have electricians. Plumbers. HVAC, which is like heating and cooling.
Okay.
You have like cooking is actually a trade. It's something that you can actually get certified for. Cooking, like being a chef, meal prep, all of these things.
Wow.
Like, these are.
I see a lot of people doing meal prep right now, though, too.
And that's a trade that you can actually get certified for. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay, interesting.
There's being in the construction field. Steel workers, welders, auto mechanics. These are all essential services that won't stop.
And these are pandemic-proof jobs.
Pandemic-proof. And those are transferable skills. You get to take those home. If you're a plumber and you get a flood, guess good. What? You're good. And on top of that, being in the trades, your network of tradesmen that will expand to a place where, okay, you're not going to get things cheaper, but that person is going to work in your favor if you need them down the line because you know that person. You have rapport with that person.
True.
It's better for you.
So your home is good to go.
Whenever I need it, I can call this guy. I can call that guy. They'll be there. Maybe they'll give me a good price. Maybe they'll give me a better model. It just comes with it. You just create that community.
Okay, dope. So I want to make a prediction right now. I want to play this back in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Your business, you can do whatever you want to say. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay. Oh, this is great. Okay. Oh man. Because a year and a half, like that's what I'm saying. So that's 5 years. Wow. Okay, here we go. In 5 years, I definitely want to make my first $1 million on my business.
Let's get it.
My first $1 million for sure. I want to be retired from labor. Not that I don't want to do it, but because my business is going to require me to do things outside of the labor. Right. The step back. So I do want to be retired from labor within the next 5 years and overseeing people. And then I hope to be starting my family.
Oh, okay. Dope. All right. Cool. Shit.
Be happy. Be happy. God, whatever God has in store, I'm here for it.
Okay. Dope. All right. So we're going with $1 million, family, and you taking a step back, maybe like negotiating deals and all that stuff.
I'm a salesman. I'm a salesman. That's what I love the most, right?
So actually, I did want to ask that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
When it comes to job pricing and estimating, how does that work?
It essentially, you have to price it out. If you're doing it yourself and you're starting out, you have to take in consideration your time, your material usage, and then your business also has to make money on top of paying yourself.
Okay. That's a great point.
Yes.
What's the percentage of what's going to you, what's going to your business, and what's going to your materials?
You have an overall operating cost. Every business does.
Okay.
A threshold in which your business can operate off of. After that, your profit goes to you, and whatever you want to allocate that to, whether it be your savings, bills, your life, like that's where that goes. But ultimately, you want to be able to maintain that backing of like, okay, if I'm not getting calls, I can afford a couple of tanks of gas. If I'm not doing this, like I can pay these bills, rainy day fund. You have that in your personals, but you also need to keep it for your business as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you learned from your personal journey? Like what are you allocating? Like, are you, because your business, it's like low cost to entry. So are you putting amounts of dollars back into your business, or do you even have, you don't have to do
I don't have to. The value is there.
What are we doing?
You don't even have to. You already have the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to dump a bunch of money in.
Yeah.
And you can reproduce that.
Yeah.
Reproduce that over and over. It's that, what is it? It's like the $20 rule, or
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just reproduce that and you will continue to make money.
Jeez. So like, let's say like when you're looking for new employees coming on, right? Are you going to provide their materials, like, or do they have to provide their own materials when they come on?
Yeah. I would love to get to a point where I can provide like safety equipment for people.
True.
I think it's important that if you're going to be in trades, you should always have a protective equipment.
True.
Steel-toed boots, goggles, gloves,
you gotta protect
knee
yourself.
pads. You got to protect yourself. You got to look out for you first, right?
Yeah.
But currently that's all it requires for you to come and work.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to effort and protect yourself.
Wow.
And that's it.
And just do the job right.
Just come. You'll be taught.
Yeah, you'll be taught.
I'll teach you.
Because like, for the people that don't know, like I did some of your video work, right? Marketing.
Right.
Literally, I remember something that you said. I remember something that you said that's literally tattooed in my brain. You're like, when you were done, you're like, look, 2 hours, that was it. Look, you're basically trained now. And I was like, wow.
Super easy to grasp.
Yeah.
Super easy to grasp. Not everybody's a teacher.
Yeah.
But if you can break it down to somebody to where they understand.
Because you were telling me all the materials, this goes, this timing, the vacuum, or like, the machine.
It's very easy to pick up. It can, like,
you do your good job, because I remember your clients were like, they were freaking at the end of it.
They will give you extra. I have numbers of occasions where people will just give me extra money because they're like, you just did a fantastic job and I appreciate it. And I can see the value in your work.
Jeez,
just like that.
Go. Okay, dope. So this is one question that I ask everybody on the show, and you don't have to say any names, but I do want to know, what is the best advice that you've gotten, and what is the worst advice you've gotten in life so far?
Right. Okay. Here we go. There's two. I'll go with the worst first. Okay. The worst advice I've ever gotten was to achieve anything you want in life, you need a university degree. That is 100%. Absolutely the worst advice.
Garbage.
It's terrible advice.
Yeah.
Pipelining through Ontario school system, it can be challenging. I think a lot of us got caught in that.
100%.
That doesn't mean it's too late.
100%.
And then the best advice I've gotten is people will forget what you say to them. People will forget what you do for them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Bars. Bars. It's true though.
It's the truth.
Because even like, even sometimes in heated arguments that you can go back and forth with someone, but like, they've done so much for you, or like they've made you feel a certain way that trumps everything. That's
your credibility right there. It's not about what you did here and there, what you said.
Yeah.
It's about what's your credibility like.
Bars. Dope, bro. Let people know where they can find you and how they can contact you.
Yeah. You can reach out to me. My email is websterexpresscleaning@gmail.com. You can reach out to me on my social media handles at Webster Express Cleaning.
Okay.
You can actually get into my contact information from there. So I'm not going to spread that out and then, I get a bunch of calls, but you can definitely reach me through those avenues.
Okay, dope. Yeah. Is there anything that you want to say to that young entrepreneur that's going to watch or listen to this episode and was thinking about, hey, I'm gonna get into trades. I like what I hear here.
Yeah. Commit. Don't wait.
Okay.
Get into it. Start today.
Okay.
Don't start tomorrow because you're going to miss it.
Okay.
Start today. Dope.
Episode 17, Black is the New Rich. Thank Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I hope people, when they see this, like, it puts a lot of things in perspective. And thank you for your time.
Absolutely,
I appreciate
brother.
it. Thank you.
Everything black on black. Nigga, if I started that fact.